welcome back to a True Gamer Podcast bonus episode with two of your gamers for you, the True Gamers. I'm one of your hosts, Eddie, along with my bro, the inverted gamer himself, Sheps. How's it going, bro?
It's going good. I've seen some of the scores, like, because I'm on the internet.
Oh really? Oh really? I've seen some tangentially, but the problem is I've
same.
forgotten what the hell I've put down.
All I know is that we did terribly.
Did we? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I feel like we did. But before we get too far into it, this podcast, along with all of our content across all of our channels, is brought to you by our amazing Super Bros over on patreon.com/conversations. And yes, I did do the dab.
Aha.
Who do we have to thank?
We have Diogo Dildo, Isak the Ultimate, Carol to Riviere, aka Catspa the Friendly Patron, Record Friction, Dan, the Man. He did do the thing I saw you.
Because you couldn't see it, so I was like, I'll say it out loud, yeah.
Say it out loud. Jeremy Renner, that's right, an official Avenger. Martin Scorsese's master, HBarts12, who, by the way, I absolutely hate because he's teasing me on Twitter for having the PlayStation literally every day unprovoked. Motherfucker. Yeah. The midget Alo from Smallville, Sabine, Master Chief himself, Albiscori, Super Sus Ben Fryer, and the Star Wars Encyclopedia, Adam Sunling. Thank you, bro, so much for keeping the lights, the mics on, and the gaming going here at Combroplations. That's right. Speaking of the scores, do you know what I assumed this was going to be? What was going to happen?
Okay, tell me.
I assumed that it was going to be, we're going to put out these lofty predictions and whatnot, have some fun and stuff like that. And then when it comes to the review episode, it was going to be literally like one of us is on 0 and the other one's on 1 point, and then that's how it gets decided. Yeah. Like, when we watch the World Cup of like football or something like that.
Yeah.
It's never like 7-0 or something. It's always like 1. There you go. That's it. Everyone go home. See you later. Not even exciting.
It's funny that you say it that way, because I was thinking, the World Cup, it's like it's a what do you call it? Like a tournament, right? Like it's a fight all the way to the end, right?
Yeah.
We did it for our like best game of the year stuff.
That's right.
Those like knockout things. What we're really coming out with is not like the 1-0 match at the end for the World Cup. We were betting on who was going to be the very first and the second to first team out. That's what we're doing on this bonus True Gamer episode, is finding out our Metacritic scores.
I should say that,
comparison
right?
to the
we should say that what we're doing is we guessed last week or something like that, all the Metacritic scores for the launch lineup of the PlayStation 5 and a couple of other games, and we thought it'd be very cool to do that and see how correct we were. We will see right now. We did it at the perfect time as well, because I think the day that we recorded it, the day after the score started to come out, so we fucking nailed the day.
Yeah, and it came out in enough territories that I feel like there's enough people that this, it's not like half the world didn't get it. It's most of the world except us.
Exactly.
Didn't get it.
We just didn't get it. God,
right. So the likelihood that like our territories changing the scores drastically is fairly low at this point.
Exactly.
But before we get into it, this is actually a True Gamer bonus episode. Because it's True Gamer, it was made possible because of internet bullying, cyberbullying. Our True Gamer patrons, the guys that bullied us, that said we will pay $5, no more, but no less, over on patreon.com/conversations. The guys at $5 and above, you made this podcast and its bonus episodes, which this is one, happen. So a big thank you to you guys.
And those people are Jeremy Horde, Record Friction, Diogo, Isak Manny, Dan, Real Cinema, Catspa Coral, Sab255.
I love that so much.
It's so funny because it's just a question mark, but it makes it so much better.
I love it so much. I can't tell you how much I love it. Casper Coral.
Casper Coral. Sab2557. Conversations is objectively better than as always. Albiscori, David Bindis, and the motherfucker put a picture of me in a moustache as his profile picture. Adam the High Quality Potato, Hooded Dude, Chris Williams. Oh God, I've seen the name already coming up. Ashton is not happy that Matt platinumed Odyssey. Benedict Klobbers, Adam Sunling. Oh God, what the hell? Who is that? Oh God, one of our patrons. I think it might be. Oh God, let me have a look. It's Josh, motherfucker Josh. He put down.
Of course it is.
Okay, I'm gonna read the other ones. Fishy, Max H, The Swan Swam Over the Sea, swan swim. The swan swam back again. Well swum swan.
Close.
Close. We've got the extremely long Welsh one. I'm just gonna laga fella gotta grocery George Welsh go check aka Josh.
Sounds like you were doing that bit from Rap God.
That's it. That's exactly what it was there. Exactly. By the way, he told me in the True Gamer podcast that I nailed that, by the way. That was apparently exactly how it said in Wales. Just say that. And I've got another person who's called Josh. And their name is Church. Okay, hold on. It's all one word. Hold on a second. It's meant to be multiple words, but he's just trying to put it together. Kronos Fravikrastra is Troy Baker's dad. That's what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
AKA Troy Baker's dad. He's put it all together. Thank you for throwing me off. Thank you, True Gamers, for keeping this podcast going. Okay. Yeah. Oh, we have some special lads, don't we? Have some special lads.
Yeah, but more like special windows are delicious rather than special like my mummy says I'm special kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's get into these scores and find out exactly how we did. Quick hat tip right off of the bat to a couple of the guys, Adam Sunding, Josh, and most importantly, Daniel, Super Daniel, who decided to just take all of our scores, put them in a nice table for us. Also ask a couple of the guys in the community how they felt it was going to go. And we've got all of the scores here. And he also grabbed all the Metacritic scores and put them all in one sheet for me. So fucking hats off to you for doing all that. Really, really sick. Awesome right there.
Yeah.
Just a point of clarification. The bet was a steak that the other person is going to cook for the other person.
The stakes were and steak.
Yes, exactly.
And it was the Bruce's Price is Right rules, right?
That's right, yes. Bruce's Price is Right rules, so you can be under, but not 1 point over.
Yeah, and whoever's closest gets it,
Exactly. And we added a little caveat that if you were to nail the number, like nail the score, you get 3 points. If you're one below it, then you get 2 points. Yeah. And if you just survive, if you're anything below that, 1 point.
Yeah.
Right there. And okay, guys?
Anything over, you're out. No points, that's it.
Exactly. There we go. So
do you like your steaks medium rare or?
I do like my medium rare. Yeah, I love a bit of blood in there to see a bit of that. How do you like yours?
I don't think it matters.
Really? Have you actually gone ahead and looked to see how badly you're gonna?
I haven't looked at them, but I remember that for most of them, I put mine a bit higher than you, and my reasoning then was I think a lot of games get undeservedly high rankings.
Right.
So I was like, I will go higher than I would put the game in most cases, right?
There was a couple of times where you swayed me. Well, you was about to sway me, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna lose this one. Like for example, the Bug Snacks one, where you said, I think people are gonna treat this like Animal Crossing, and those guys are really gonna love it. I was like, shit, I'm gonna miss this one. So we'll see how it does. Yeah. Okay. Should we get into it, my bro? Should we get into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, we're going to start off, first of all, with ASTRO'S Playroom. ASTRO'S Playroom, a packing game with the PS5. We thought, is it going to even get reviewed because it's a free game?
Yeah.
It did get reviewed, and it scored...
Wait.
Oh, wait, should we do it the other way?
What did we say? Yeah.
That's it, okay. So, I said it was 87. It would get an 87 out of 100.
Okay.
You went quite a bit higher, and you said it would be a 93.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we both get 0 points there. It came out an 83, so we're both just as shit.
Good. Which
83 is a good score.
83 is good. That's 8 out of 10. That's a solid freaking game.
Yeah, great. And for a free game as well, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, not bad.
I actually can't wait to try out when the game comes out.
Yeah, I'm totally never touching it.
Really? Are you never going to touch it?
No, I'm going to play Ghost of Tsushima in high res.
Of course, who are we talking to?
60 FPS, yeah.
Who are we talking to? All right, so that's ASTRO'S Playroom. That was the one. That's the first stumble out of the game that we've done there. Yeah. The next one, Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah.
Now, I put down an 80. I put a solid 8 out of 10. I was like, that's probably where it's going to land. You put down an 85, just a hair above me.
Yeah, and I want to say I probably would give it like a 60.
Really?
Is my guess. And and I also want to say this out loud. I think we were both assuming the games would come out working.
Yes. Oh my god. I've been having so many problems.
I feel like that fricked us here.
Yes.
A lot of these this game came out Jedi Fallen Ordered, you know.
It really did. For me, anyway. Some people say they haven't had problems, but maybe they were playing the game through like rose-tinted glasses. They're like,
Maybe,
everything's just amazing because it's Assassin's Creed.
All the glitches are supposed to be there.
Dude, it's the Animus. The Animus glitches sometimes, you know? God.
Yeah.
The game came out at a Metacritic score. By the way, I'm scrolling up and down so I don't see these again and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
It came out at an 80, nailing it for me. So I take the lead with 3 points, boys. Oh boy. And I've got a nice little a sum formula going on this table. So it gets to add up the scores. And I get to tell you that I have now taken a nice early lead with 3 points and Sheps at 0. There we go.
Yeah.
I do.
If I'd listened to my heart, I'd have at least 1 point.
Exactly, you'd have at least 1 point right now.
It's over now. How many are left? There's 4 left, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games left.
Okay, cool. So I'm
it's
still
all to play for. All to play for.
Yeah.
All right, the next game. Bug Snacks.
Yes.
This was a strange one because we don't know what the hell this game is. We've seen some strange Fever Dream footage.
Yeah.
No idea. So I just threw out a number. I was like, I said 70. I don't even know. Is that gonna work? Don't know.
Yeah.
You came out and you was like, this could be an Animal Crossing type game, and the people that are gonna review it, people that are gonna review it are gonna be those guys. Do you still feel that way?
I don't really know anything about it. I haven't looked. I have been running a fucking, like, imagine you live in fucking North Korea.
Yeah.
Right? I am the North Korea for PS4 anything. PS5 anything. I don't want to know shit. I don't want to know nothing. I want to experience it all myself.
I would have liked to have done that, but then everyone's sending me pictures of their PS5, so that's not happening to me. Okay, so Bug Snacks, you said 90, I said 70.
Yeah.
Bug Snacks came out at a 74. So I get 1 point and you get another 0
now,
there.
I want to say I'm looking at it because I was just like, frick it, I'll bring this up as well. Make sure you're not trying to just weasel out a free steak.
Yeah.
The user score's 85 or 8.5.
Oh.
So, you know.
Technically you're closer.
Yeah, I'm a lot closer than frick these critics. And I mean, here's one problem.
Yeah.
Which maybe we should do this episode one more time a week after
I see.
they come out here.
Once it sells a bit more.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this, right? The meta score, so from critics, is 18 reviews. Yeah. And the user score is 82 ratings. So 82 users put down their score, and 18 critics put down their scores. Yeah. So maybe we'll do...
I think we could definitely do it again. To give it another shot in like should we wait a decent amount of time, like 2 weeks, a month or something like that?
I don't know. Let's leave it up to our incredible super bros over on patreon.com/conversations or the true gamers and above to decide if this is the make or break, or if they want a follow-up episode just for curiosity's sake. Because I would be curious in like December, you know?
Yeah.
Before the day before Cyberpunk comes out, what are the Metacritic scores?
I'll be interested as well. Yeah, let us know, guys. Let us know if you want to have another follow-up episode and we can go again. It might just be... I mean, the funny thing is that what if everyone says do it again and it's just another humiliation for one of us? Just like another...
For me, you mean? Well, I can smell the way what's cooking, you know?
I'm just doing the rock pose right now.
That's right. All right.
Can you smell... Okay. The next game...
I gotta say, though, I do still think Bugsnax could be it. Like, the people that love it are gonna love it really a lot.
Did you say you have Bugsnax up on your screen right now?
Yeah.
Do you have any, like, what are are there actually like 100s up there? Are there people giving it 10 out of 10?
Let's see.
Because it could be that some people give it 10 out of 10 and it just didn't vibe with some people, and then it brought down the score, obviously.
Yeah, I'm guessing a 10.
Let me have a look.
Yeah. Like, there's a few 10s on the side here, a 90 and 80, and then there's this one guy, 0.
Hold on, is that the user reviews or the critics?
What is this? Oh, so...
I can't imagine a critic giving a game a 0.
Okay, so the users, there are 22 10s, 2 mixed, so I don't know what that is, and then one guy that said negative, it's a 0.
What's this? This review contains spoilers. Oh, it's bug snacks, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I don't care
Keeps
about.
crashing. Okay story, but no depth. So it's a 0. It's literally a 0 if you don't... I mean,
So,
it
but
runs,
this is
it
the
should be
thing.
more than a 0.
Without that guy, the average is about what I said. Without that one guy,
Yeah, because it's
for
denominator heavy, isn't it?
users, and for critics, I was still high, but
Yeah, the top review for the critics is a
90.
90. So
Yeah.
so you would have. There's hardly a chance you getting that one.
yeah, there's no way I was going to get it. But I feel like user reviews, I think I was actually surprisingly close. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I lost this one. What's the next game?
The next one is Demon's Souls. Okay, so Demon's Souls. I put this one quite high because I think I based it on the previous years. So the previous version of this one to be that good. I was like,
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be great. I think this is gonna be great, and I put it at 93.
Yeah.
And you put it as an 85.
Okay.
Was there any particular thing you was feeling there? Was there anything particular you were feeling about that?
I remember saying it on the day, but I think I was like, it's like a remake, right? Or it's like it's not exactly a brand new or a remaster or something. It's not exactly brand new, and that
People will bring it lower than the original.
Yeah, people will give it lower than. Well, not lower than. It's not going to do so well because people have already played it. It's just that same game in better graphics. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's gonna get really unfair now.
So what did we give it? You gave it.
I gave it a 93 and you gave it an 85.
Yeah.
And the Metacritic score was 93.
Well, so it's funny you
could I
say that
nail it?
because I'm looking at this and it says Metacritic 92.
No way has it gone down since Daniel.
That's what I'm looking at.
Okay, do we need to check all the previous ones then?
On the ones we're doing. Oh, I checked. I definitely
was
checked
doing
Bugsnax. I was wrong.
Okay.
What was the first game?
No, because you know
Yes,
what?
get fricked.
I checked. I swear to God, I checked like not like I went looking for them, but I saw people posting, and it was 93 like a couple days after release. But I was like, that could change, but I think that was my guess.
Now, I will say,
me.
interestingly, so the 92 is from 22 critics. The user score is 8.89, and that's 1,178.
Ooh.
So, what was the first game?
The first game was ASTRO'S.
ASTRO'S.
Yeah.
ASTRO'S PLAYROOM home. Why is it not Metacritic the first thing that comes up for every other game except ASTRO'S? Let's have a look. ASTRO'S was 83. What did I say?
That's cool. You said 93, you said.
Okay, yeah. Although, here's another interesting thing, right? Critics 51, they rate it 83. Users 151 rate it a 9.7, 97.
Ooh.
So, I mean, I don't feel too bad about. I mean, I didn't get any points.
I was
I'm
going to
losing.
say, you should feel bad because you got no points and you're making a stake.
I have 1 point, motherfricker. I have 1 point because now, which is when we're doing it, you went over by one.
I can't believe that, man.
Frick you. How does it feel? How does it feel?
I'm not gonna lie.
I
was gonna say I feel like how you probably feel, which is just shameful. I can't look at myself in the mirror right now.
Jokes on you. I have no shame.
Oh boy. A couple of other people actually nailed the number in here. D guessed 92. He got that one there. Z Crappy was 91. Isak, he named 92. He fucking nailed that one. Huss and Super Dan said 94. God, they're in my camp over here. And Luke,
If only.
Luke gave it a 100. He thought this was a perfect game. Flawless. Absolutely nothing wrong with it.
Well, I mean, fair enough. I think if only our audience could stop being more talented than us, I'd really appreciate it.
If you could, it's really making us look bad. It's really making us look bad.
Yeah.
I will say, our audience does have a lot of Assassin's Creed fans. We're in the AC Valhalla category. Everybody.
Perfect.
Everybody. Everybody went over. Everyone's like, no, this game's going to be amazing. It's the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah. Dickheads.
Oh, boy. All right, the next one is the interesting one.
Okay.
The game of the year, Godfall. That's what's going on right now.
Yeah.
I gave it a 70. Sorry, you gave it a 68. My apologies, reading it backwards there.
Okay.
A couple of our guys around about where we were. Some people, Isak saying 62,
Yeah,
60s. D gave it a 60.
Yeah.
This game has not done well.
No, it has not. Even less well than we thought.
Even less well. We were lowballing it. We were like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, but maybe the critics won't be mean to it. Oh, yeah. You said 68, which is the lowest out of both of us.
Yeah.
It was a 63.
Yes, and even better than that. That's from critics, but actual human beings, people whose lives matter,
Yes.
they gave it a 52.
Ooh.
195 people, and it's at 52.
That's a burn. That's a burn right there.
That's an oof right there. Ooh. Oh dear. So I'm looking at the user reviews, right? 36 positives, 33 negatives. I mean, they really did not dig this.
What's I read a few reviews, just like light reviews, not the whole thing, but just like the blurb of it and whatnot.
Yeah.
And people are just saying like, yeah, it looks really great, but it's just not. There's just nothing there. There's just absolutely nothing there. It's just repetitive, just the same levels, and it gets old really quickly. I was like, yeah, these guys just wanted to cash in on next gen visuals. That's just what they wanted to do.
Yes, they did.
And what's funny is that I still see adverts for this game everywhere. You'd think that they would be like, okay,
cut the marketing budget.
Yeah, they must have like given it out to a few play testers, and they came back and saying, guys, this is just not fun. And then they went, fuck it, we're going all out anyway. We're going all out anyway.
Yeah.
God damn it. Anyway, yeah, that's Godfall. That's Godfall the stinker.
Yeah.
Do you know what's really funny though? Because there's not many PS5 games, on Metacritic it ranks it as the number 9 best PlayStation 5 game of 2020.
Oh no.
And that it actually gets an accolade.
It is actually currently one of the best PS5 games of all time.
It's so terrible.
Jesus, what an oof.
God, that is bad.
I just cannot wait for God of War to come out or Horizon Forbidden West and for someone to say it's going up against big hitters such as Godfall. You know, can it unseat one of the greatest games in PS5 history? You know?
They pull up the top 10 list. They're like, this list is just jam-packed with bangers. Godfall. Right. It's like, whoa, hold on.
Ooh, I'm not so sure, buddy.
All right. Our next game. Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Okay.
So, me specifically, but you did as well, not as bad as me. I went for a lofty number here. I was like, this game has been promoted to be amazing. It's going to be like the flagship of the PS5. It's the game that everyone's going to enjoy. And when Spider-Man came out, it was the talk of the bloody town.
Yeah.
I went for a 95.
Yeah, you thought it was going to be big. And I'll be honest, like, I didn't think that. I think I said it at the time, but I didn't think you were off. I just went under it, you know?
Yes, yeah. I think you did say something like that, actually. You went for an 87.
Uh-huh.
I have a couple of guys here. There's some 90s. There's an 86, 89, 86. In fact, D is the lowest with 85. Everyone else is above that, pretty much in our ballpark. The Metacritic score, at least what I have here from Dan, is 85. Woof, we all overplayed that one. D is the only one that got all the points. Jeez.
We overshot it. I overshot by 2 points. That sucks. But
that's
look,
the
user rating's 79, which is still good. Like, it's basically an 80.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, I'm shocked that it's... I want to know what what the bad reviews thought.
I wonder, I think you can click on... If you click on the red, next to the red bar, the 46-bit, you should be able to see...
Yeah, I'm not so sure, but this is a lot. This is a lot of zeros.
So this is the thing. I think a lot of this, because it's a Sony PlayStation game, because it's marketed as the PS5 exclusive and stuff like that, there is going to be a lot of haters in here that are just complaining because they don't get to play it.
That is, well, that's actually not what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing, at least the first few, one's totally in Russian or Cyrillic or whatever. I can't read that.
Read that one out. Read that out first.
It says, how about suka bliat, frick you.
There you go.
It's like really short, which I normally wouldn't care about, but it's expensive for being this short. Like, first of all, isn't it longer than
Yes. So we guessed it was going to be around about 7 to 10 hours.
Yeah.
Which I've seen somebody mention here, 7 to 8 hours. This
Yeah.
person clearly didn't play it because it came out afterwards that it's something like 11 to 15 hours.
Yeah.
Which is like so. You know,
and I'm not trying to like wiggle out of this, but this isn't right. Like,
nah.
first of all, we all knew this was going to be short. Like, that hasn't been a secret, you know.
Right.
But it was about the exact same length as Spider-Man PS4.
Yeah.
So I'm not buying that. And then this one's like bug crash. That's it. And I maybe, but I'm not so sure.
Let me just read
This guy. It's note a game. Bad everything. I don't buy these. I really genuinely, I'm not sure this is legit.
Check this one out and let me know if there's any part of this, if there's any word, in fact, in this whole review that you agree with.
Okay.
It's someone called Galatea Suprema. It's called The Worst Game Ever. Bad graphics.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Looks like DLC, 6-hour game.
It is DLC.
Exactly. Really disappointing and disgusting, terrible, ugly, and awful. And apparently 28 out of 39 users found this helpful. Yeah, this is an echo chamber of people who really wanted to play this game but couldn't.
I don't want to say this is like we should wait and do this episode another time because it's no fun doing it that way. But like,
well, those are the user scores. We were going off the critics anyway, but it'd be interesting to do it again to see what they think as well.
Because here's a guy, unbelievably boring and short. The main story is 5.5 hours, and half of it is filler content. Like, first of all of it's filler content. It's a game, you mug. And secondly, like, it isn't 5.5 hours, even on super easy mode. Which clearly this guy played it on, which is probably why it's so boring, because it wasn't, he's got his difficulties wrong. Like, I don't... New Peter Parker looks... Oh, hold on, look.
Hold on.
Yeah, but I'm on Miles Morales. Spider-Man Miles Morales, right? And then this guy says, New Peter Parker looks awful. I refuse to support this series further.
I see. They're just complaining for the sake of complaining.
This is messed up.
How are there still people hung up on the look of Peter Parker? Like, wasn't that like a thing for 1 second, then it just disappeared?
Yeah, for 1 second.
Anyway, shall we do our last two games? Here we go.
Yeah, that was fun, listening to what idiots had to say.
Okay. The next game, Sackboy's Big Adventure. So, or is it Sackboy A Big Adventure? One of those two.
No idea.
We gave it some high numbers. We thought that this could be quite an interesting one. Like it's a PlayStation classic. It's like a mascot essentially.
Yeah.
I went for an 85. You went for a little bit below that, an 82.
Yeah.
The rest of the lads roughly in that ballpark, except for Luke. He went for 95, very high there.
Yeah.
Huss went for a 92. Top Bro went for an 83. Yeah, so around our ballpark for the rest of them anyway. The Metacritic score, we said 85 and you said 82. I said 85, you said 82.
Yeah.
The Metacritic score was 78. We both get 0 again.
Yeah, that's something.
We are doing good.
The human beings, the actual people out there, gave it a 90.
Ooh.
So...
See, this is the thing. With a game like Sackboy...
We're gamers. We're not like journalists.
Exactly.
So it's so hard. Like, imagine someone's like, okay, you're going to pretend that you're a fucking jellyfish, right? At the end of the day, you're going to have a really hard time not thinking like a human. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and same sort of deal, except jellyfish and human beings are so much closer than gamers and journalists.
They are.
You know? So...
That analogy works somewhere in the universe. Just maybe not here. I don't know.
All you had to know was that I was saying journalists aren't people.
There you go.
You know? Yeah.
I was gonna say the user scores being so high, that's kind of proof that like when it's a high profile game like Miles Morales, it attracts a lot of haters and stuff like that. Sackboy's not attracting any haters. It's just gonna be the hardcore fans that love that game. They're just playing it and enjoying their lives. That's all it
exactly.
is.
Yeah, for sure.
And we have the final game. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, the game that has way too many words in its name.
Yeah.
I bought this game, by the way, purely because I heard it had 120 FPS mode. I want to make one clarification because I think I made a boo-boo in the words I was using.
Okay,
it's not 4K 120 FPS. It's actually 1080p 120 FPS. Or you can go for 4K 60. Either one you want to choose.
Yeah.
I want to experience the 120 FPS because it's the first time on a console I'll ever be able to do that. In fact, first time I will ever have tried 120
and
FPS.
1080 is not bad.
Exactly. We lived on it for a long time. It'll be great. I want to try it out. And have you ever had anyone tell you 120 FPS was like revolutionary? Have you ever heard that?
Yeah, I have heard that. But most monitors can't do it. That's the thing. So a lot of people don't know.
Exactly. And I want to try it out. I've got a TV downstairs that can handle it. I made sure. I'm gonna see how it goes. Let me see how it goes. Anyway. I went for 85 for Call of Duty, and you went for an 87.
Okay.
The guys, they were, again, around about ours, maybe a little bit lower. We were a lot higher than everyone else. There was the highest they got up to is D with an 85.
Yeah.
There's a 75 in here, 74. Top Row Ben getting an 80, that kind of stuff there. The Metacritic review score was an 80. We were over again. 0 points for both of us.
Sick.
I told you this is how it was going to go. We're just all going to get 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0.
So it's actually a 79.
Oh, is it a 79 now? Okay, okay.
And user ratings, 4.1. 41 is what the users are giving it. Yeah.
What?
I'm going to read some of these. I want to see.
Please do.
These are in Spanish, so that's not going to...
There we go.
I would give AO. I don't know what that means.
What?
But Zombies is actually fun, but since there's only one map, it gets a... I'd give a 0, but Zombies only one map, so it gets a 3.
So I know what the issue is here. We continue to read these out after this, but I know what the issue is. So there's controversy. Call of Duty Black Ops, the zombie mode is PlayStation exclusive for 1 year. So there's again attracting a bunch of haters that come over here pretending like they've played it, and they go, this is an awful game, don't buy it. As if anyone goes, oh, do you know what, I'm gonna head over to Metacritic before I buy my Call of Duty. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna check the user scores. 1 second
though,
go on.
We need to see it on the PS5 because oh no, it's still an 80. And then a 3.9 by user ratings. So
it's an 80. Hold on, that might have been where he pulled it from, because we did say it's like premier platform.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
But I want to see these user ratings. This game is insulting. I already asked for a refund.
What?
This game is complete utter trash. There are so many glitches.
Yeah,
I thought they were post game. This game is good. Is not good, not fun, not worth your money. Refunded it 7 hours after purchase. Like, I feel like you didn't play it at all. Constantly crashing, unplayable piece of many stars.
Many stars.
Even beta was far more stable. I had very high hopes for the next installment, but Jesus, I was disappointed. Make COD good again.
I love this. This one line from this guy called Gator Ermi says, honestly, .. disgraceful. Not to sound like a ... Karen, and then it proceeds to sound like a Karen.
Yeah. Just above that, this guy, Chris, comes out with potentially the most obtuse comment ever made. Same Call of Duty, spell it wrong, with slight better graphic. Doesn't innovated. And it's the same game year after year. Well, Chris,
mate,
it's Call of Duty.
This is what we... Did you not know this before you bought Call of Duty? We know this. We talk about how FIFA is reskin the game. This is our reskin the game.
Yeah. And we've been honest and upfront about it. Let me see. There's 1.8. Let's have a look.
Go on. Read it.
This guy says, this is how COD Black Ops Cold War feels. Solid campaign, smooth gunplay, pretty bad online experience. Now, I don't know if he means like he was getting shit on, or if his online thing, but he gave it an 8. So I don't know if anybody here is trustworthy. The point here, boys, I feel like, is none of this counts. Let's do it brand new with different games, and we'll pick an arbitrary finishing point that's a little bit further out.
Yeah, let's just forget it all. Forget it all, right? I mean,
that's what I think.
Forget the fact that I won by 3 points with a 4-1 4-1
to be
score
clear.
there. Yes.
Oh yeah, it was 4-1. I was gonna say, because in my memory it was like only one of us got one right, and it happened to be you accidentally nailing it. But I did get one. I did survive, and you actually survived as well. So okay, never mind.
Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah. So the score is 4 to me and 1 to Sheps, meaning that he owes me a nice juicy steak. I'm a very simple guy. Steak. You put me some steak chips on the side and some peppercorn sauce. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. Well seasoned, obviously, but that's good enough for me. So you haven't got a lot to do, but that is going to be a nice.
I'm going to cook it on your PS5 because I bet that thing gets so hot. No, I'm going to cook it on my day of release PS4. We'll fire up Ghost of Tsushima and really get it going.
I was going to say, how long would it take to cook on a brand new piece of hardware rather than your old piece of hardware, right?
Yeah. You don't mind dust, right?
Oh, a little bit of dust never killed anyone.
Right.
Come on. There are people in the war that had buildings collapse on them and their lungs were full of dust. Come on.
Exactly. True facts.
I have to say, this was actually quite fun. I actually liked going through the results and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, you did because you were winning.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, everything's greater when you win, right? Everything's great.
True.
Like that. I do have to give a shout out to Daniel for getting all this together and going through all of the guys. Everyone, you did all fantastically. There was a lot more realistic results in there than ours.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the show is about us and you guys are all just filthy casuals. We're the true gamers over here, so that's what matters. I'm excited to actually play these games when they come out, which is what's that, like 3 days away from when we're recording this?
Yeah, me also, yeah.
Yes, let's hopefully there's some great games here. Hopefully some great games. That was a really interesting episode. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Did you enjoy yourself, bro?
I mean, I would have enjoyed it more if I hadn't just got smashed, but...
Mate, we smash regularly, so this was nothing different. Nothing different. I mean...
It is just not... There's too much ambiguity. I feel like we probably should have left it another couple of weeks. But it was good. I'm glad because if it had been boring, at least it wasn't boring, you know.
At least it wasn't. And the thing is do you know what? We're never going to be able to do this kind of thing again for a while, because when are you going to do? You're just going to pick a random date, like every game that came out until December. It doesn't work like that. But launch games, very fun, very fun. Anyway, bro, thank you for joining me for another episode of the True Gamer Podcast, the bonus episode right here.
Yes.
Thank you to everybody at home. Thank you to all of our Combro patrons for keeping this show alive.
That's right.
Again, you came up with that name. You coined that. It was perfect. It was amazing. You're just
totally
a genius. You're
totally
a genius.
Talking of genius branding...
Yes.
We found out accidentally that not only did we brand Conversations incredibly well, but you branded Isla incredibly well.
Yes. What name did we come up with?
I mean, for the record, I was talking about how well her name fits into like other words.
Yeah, you that's what I mean. You said something and it made a name, right? Was it Kryla?
Yeah, well, I first of all, I've been saying Hyla and Byla. And then she started crying and I was like, oh no, she's going to Kryla. And it's working out for me, making like uncle/dad jokes really well.
There you go. Is it just anything that any name that we come up with has to work with a bunch of it has to just be perfect branding for everything? We accidentally have done all of them.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if we are secret geniuses or like idiot savants, you know, where like you're an idiot, but you put this guy that looks like a vegetable in front of a piano and suddenly he's Mozart. Do you know what I mean? I think it might be that, but just for branding.
It could be, but let's not dig any deeper into it to find out.
Let's definitely not. Yeah,
let's not do that. Let's do that. Anyway, guys, thank you all for tuning into another episode. We'll catch you all on launch day or something like that around that time. And bro, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, I was going to say thanks for having me, but it's my podcast as well. No. Frick you.
We both should say thanks for joining me, both of us, as if we've both just came on the podcast for each other.
That's right. Thanks for having us, guys. Thanks for listening. Even the audio virgins.
God damn them. Oh,
yeah.
Catch you in the next one.
Watching my frickin' defeat. See you in another one.